it does sound a little bit strange, but video games can actually be a trigger, right? What I mean by this, man, video games, they put you into a state of mind where you are more susceptible to wanting to go after more pleasure, right? So it's not necessarily the content of the video games. It can be, brother. You know, if you're in the GTA 5 strip club, like I was for many years, you know, then maybe it's that. Maybe that gets you. But what we're really focusing on for the most part, man, is the state that it puts you in, right? So the kind of the dissatisfaction that you have from playing the video games, man. Like I can remember just playing a bunch of games and being like, oh, fuck, I'm still looking for something. That didn't do it. And now I've got to use my phone and go and relapse. Great, right? To tell the truth, man, I actually had to sell my PS4 because I got so serious about this path. I was like, I can't do this to myself anymore. And, you know, nothing against video games, man. I actually recommend you enjoy the fuck out of your video games because they can be really good fun. You've just got to be, you know, mindful of what life phase you're in, and, you know, how much time they're taking up for you, and a couple of other things. Just use your basic wisdom, right? But if you're on this path, dude, and you are very, very serious about no PMO, and you see yourself moving into lower states, getting shifted into a lower vibration as a result of playing a video game, it could be worth looking into how potentially removing that from your life, you know? Because it can be a trigger, dude, you know? Again, it's not the content, it's how you feel afterwards, man. Like, the way I would describe this is your mind is just lazier and less switched on. Therefore, when the thought comes into your mind, like, oh, maybe I should just click on this Instagram, maybe I should just look at this website, maybe I should just look at one photo, or just, you know, just scratch that itch. Where are you in your mind at the moment? In a low state. The video games will put you in a low state. This means your spiritual defense, your mental defense, all of your defense, everything you've got, man, it's totally down, right? This is not a good place to be. So what I would recommend, man, is just notice yourself falling into these lower states, becoming more prone to PMO, becoming more susceptible to a relapse. And then just start to question, you know, is this really good for me? Do I really want to be continuing this? How long do I want to be continuing this for? Is this a good thing for my development? Is this, you know, because for me, man, like I just couldn't stop the cycle. It just kept happening every time. And I was just like, man, you know what, man? I've just got to remove this whole thing. And what that allowed for was lots more time. You know, I might call someone, have a good conversation, as opposed to play a video game, which is a pretty good use of my time. You know, if I'm calling my grandma, that's a pretty wholesome thing to do. So do consider this, man. And, you know, the truth is, man, my attitude towards video games, as mentioned, it's really chill, man. You've got to enjoy the good games. Like, it's art. You know, it's beauty. It's beautiful, beautiful art. Like, some of my great childhood memories were playing awesome video games with my brother. Like, we, you know, jumping up and down the room, having a great time, you know, playing on cool maps and everything. Like, it was great. But when there comes a point where it's, you know, it's making you enter into a lower state, and this lower state is not serving you, and you're actually, you know, affecting the rest of your life, like the next day or the next few weeks, because of a relapse, that's the time to think, you know, man, maybe I should cut this down. Maybe I should sell this thing. Maybe I should use this time more productively. It's up to you, man. This has just been my experience. And I found it actually a really big, significant thing to remove this. So now to start wrapping this one up, brother, I want to give you this mindset. It's something you can use instead of using video games. So this mindset is treat your life as the video game. Level up. Go on little side missions where you speak to a bunch of NPCs in a weird place on the street, right? Treat your life as the video game. Make your life cool. Level up your life. Level up your personal character. That's the way to really make the most out of this, what we've got here, this reality thing, okay? That's my recommendation. But of course, you know, follow, you know, you've got to be where you are, man. Follow follow what your inner wisdom tells you, because it's all relative, man. Okay? All right, brother, that is it for me. I hope you've enjoyed this one, and peace.